Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to A Course in Miracles. I'm Teri Angel here with my co-host Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And our beautiful family tonight to help us hold this discussion. Our Auntie Jean back with us. We're so happy about that. Christine Elizabeth, Duran Ria, and Charlie Coons. Thank you all for being here. And those of you coming in and finding us virtually, we're so happy that you join us every night. We're on day 26, and what a lesson. So Karen, if you would get us started the beautiful way you do it every night, I so appreciate that and being able to go into my heart with you.
It is wonderful. It is really, really too wonderful for words when we're all together here. So grateful. So let's drop into our heart. Going beyond the human heart, entering in the immaculate heart, the heart of oneness, the heart of surrender, the heart of all, feeling that beauty and grace, gentleness. And we just listen to our heartbeat. At one with the universe and with all the beings. Feel into this. And let yourself be curious. Let yourself wonder. Let yourself explore the fun of forgiveness. What could you want forgiveness cannot give? Do you want peace? Forgiveness offers it. Do you want happiness? A quiet mind? A certainty of purpose? And a sense of worth and beauty that transcends the entire world? Do you want care and safety and the warmth of sure protection always? Do you want a quietness that cannot be disturbed? A gentleness that never can be hurt? A deep, abiding comfort and a rest so perfect it can never be upset? All this forgiveness offers you and more. How about that? Who wants more forgiveness?
Yeah.
Like that when Harry met Sally. I'll have what she's having. Just think about that. That's what forgiveness offers us. And forgiveness is fun. It really is fun. You know, when we lighten ourselves up, when we lighten that load and we give that forgiveness right over, and we don't take credit for the forgiveness, we don't start identifying with the forgiveness or with our false ego thought system. I've stopped even calling myself a false self. I've decided that I am not that. And I am forgiving the false ego thought system that I believed was real, but is not real.
Glad to hear that, Karen.
Me too.
Yeah, because we're all spirit and it's not false. That's the real truth of what we
And it's
are.
funny because when we identify and continually identify and say, my, you know, my, this, my false self, my false this, my false that, we're really identifying and continually. I identify as only love now. I'm not interested in being anything but love. I don't have any interest in being an inner child or an upset this or an upset that, or I'm not going to explain myself anymore. I don't need to explain. I don't need to complain. I just say thank you.
Just be. Just be and stay in the energy of love.
I want to encourage that too. Like, I want to invite you to think about that with this lesson. This lesson was a really powerful lesson. You know, every time that I would say to myself, I don't know what anything is for, I would stop myself and I would say, the false thought system doesn't know what anything is for. The false thought system. I am not that.
Beautiful. So what did you all get out of this lesson? Did you do the exercise? I do not know what anything is for. I know nothing.
I know nothing.
You know, this is going to sound a little crazy, but you know, every time I do these lessons like that, and like I say, I don't know what this is for. I don't know what this computer is for, you know. I always want to say, I don't know what anything is for. I just am what I am. And I think that's the spirit inside of me saying that I am part of the I am. So,
Jean, can I make an observation?
Sure.
That I have with you, my sweet friend? I hear often, this is going to sound crazy, or I'm not sure, and following it like a jewel of information that you give. So I like what you have to say, and I don't think it's crazy. I think it's very helpful and insightful.
it's a bad habit I have, hon. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to.
Bad habit.
And
Who
now I
has?
owe her
It's a bad habit. Who
$56.
has, Auntie Jean? Who has that bad
A
habit?
good habit.
I have these habits, and it's really, you know, it's amazing that I think I've gotten rid of a few of them, but I'm still working on some.
I think we all are, Jean. We're in your boat too.
That's why we.
Way, baby.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we do what we do, with helping each other and supporting each other.
Thank you for letting me share, Jean.
Oh, thank you, honey. You know, it's good that you call me out on it, because I've done it so long, I don't notice that I do it.
Yeah, I didn't want it to feel like I was calling you out. It's that I listen intently to everyone. And when I hear this is going to be crazy, I'm prepping myself for something crazy. And then I hear this jewel. I'm like, wait, that wasn't crazy. That was like insightful.
We're all crazy.
Well, if you ask my family,
We're crazy blessed to be here.
That's
Yay, Charlie, beautiful.
It is Charlie likes to say.
I was trying to explain it to Ron today. Oh man, did I botch it up. I was trying to explain to him what the Course in Miracles was. I was trying to explain to him that nothing is real, that, and he just kept looking at me like I could see it going on in his head. She is really crazy now.
Well, it's what we got to go through to get there.
Yeah. And I think, Jean, you weren't here last night, were you?
No, I was.
Yeah, because I had I talked about what was in the Course in Miracles Made Easy. I think you have that book as well.
I do.
Where he was talking about wherever he was, there had been a disaster and lives had been lost. And the people were like, well, the Course in Miracles tells me that it was just an illusion, but we lost our loved ones and
Oh, yeah.
they're no longer with us. So what he was explaining was we have to reach people where they are. And I'm saying that because, when you try to explain this to somebody, it really can't be explained. So we have to reach them where they are, and then they see it in you. They see the changes and they see it in action. And so I wouldn't even know where to start to explain Course in Miracles to somebody. I honestly wouldn't. It's been such a part of my life for so many years. And I don't know how to even step away and say this is what it is, because for me, it's a lifestyle. It's accepting spirit leading me every day and teaching me and helping me to change the old me into the new me, which is more accepting and is more willing to say, I don't know. And I don't know what it's for, what it means, or anything else. I'm just here to be taught and to be open to that. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think that might help you a little bit to understand that we really can't explain this to anybody. They have to be at a point to accept and willing to be open to receive.
It's hard to explain it to myself.
Well, yeah, exactly. We don't know how we're going to explain it.
It took us a while to even get into what was going on, So,
Yeah.
Ron, it was something about the past. And I said, well, that was just an illusion anyway. And he looked at me, he says, you're putting me out, you would have put me out of work. He's a history teacher.
Oh,
Yes, that's right.
I could see how he would say that. Wow.
Do you see how people identify?
That's right.
Instantly. People
Yeah.
go right to their identification, their false self. They go right to their personal self.
Absolutely.
When that's the first thing that they do to protect themselves. It's
Yeah.
the first answer that they have. And it's really just keeping them from love.
Christine, you had your hand raised?
Yeah, everything is broken out properly to a day, and we'll walking there for a year. We did not got no over yet. That my miracle.
Everything is working perfectly. Thank you, Chris.
Yes, Chris, thank you. Can I share a quick story that happened to me today that was quite illuminating? I don't know if everyone else has this happen to them, but I have themes that start to show up on certain things, and we're in the Course of Miracles, like Teri said, 26 days. And I'm not supposed to, I've given myself permission to say yes to more things this year instead of, I don't want to do that. So I got signed up for this financial investing 2-day, 8 hours a day workshop. And I was like, I don't want to go. That's too long. Who's going to talk to me that long? I don't want to focus on money in that way because I'm trying to remove all the images that I put there that are false. So I went and I started, and oh my goodness, the first 3 hours was the Course in Miracles. This guy was talking about, be careful of your language. Nothing is real. And about all with the conversation around money and what is your purpose. And I'm like, what am I listening to? This is so wonderful. He wasn't explaining it in a spiritual way, even though he identified himself as probably Catholic or Christian, because he talked about that kind of school that he sent his kids to. But I just thought, this world is really changing, and his way of delivering the same messages that we're doing. And there were 500 people on this Zoom, old, young, different countries, everything. I just thought, wow, how perfect that we are doing this now at this time, and gave me greater awareness that so many other people are getting exposed to it, even Jean, if they don't understand it.
Thank you, Sharon. How beautiful. Yeah, I had kind of a similar experience yesterday. It wasn't a 2-day workshop. It was, I think, 2 hours. And I had never heard of this lady before. And she was, again, talking about abundance. And it was all Course in Miracles stuff, and letting go. And yeah, I appreciated that there's people out there teaching abundance using these principles of A Course in Miracles. Beautiful. Charlie, did you have anything to share before we get into our lesson?
No, I did the lesson. It was, hard, looking at it, and, it's not real. Or I forgot what we were saying.
I know nothing.
I know nothing. Yeah.
I don't know what it's for. I don't know what this chair is for.
Yeah, I don't know what it's for. Yeah, I did it, and felt good afterwards. And I read the workbook, and it takes me a couple hours to do that each day. I don't know if I'm a slow reader or it's a lot of pages. It's like, yeah. But that,
Charlie.
which one?
Yeah.
The teacher one, the sparkly.
In the back of the sparkly book?
No,
Yeah,
the front
it's in
part.
sections.
Oh, the front
The
part.
front
Oh,
part.
okay.
Yeah. I haven't really gotten into that much.
Yeah, it's
Things have been happening.
It explains like how we are, how God made Jesus, and Jesus is us. He's with us, and
We're all one. We're all
right, exactly, and yeah,
We are.
it really gets into it, and it's really, and I have a lot of things where it resonates with things in my life and everything that happened, and and today's like the forgiveness is
Beautiful.
it's actually it would have been our 38th wedding anniversary today. So it's ironic that the forgiveness part comes up with me, having to, having my wife forgive me for all and you don't call them sins. They're,
Lack of love.
yeah, or there are things that were fixed there, I forgot how he explains that, my I understand it when I'm reading, but it's hard to keep it in my brain. But I know what they mean, but I don't know how to say it.
I get it.
Okay.
But you're getting more awareness, and that's the important thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything.
That's why I say don't complain, don't explain, just say thank you.
Don't try to analyze it or figure it out.
Just say thank you for this beautiful, beautiful awakening. And don't worry about if you're going to explain it to somebody else. Don't worry about explaining it to somebody
No,
else.
I was just trying to explain it to you, but
Yeah, just as long as you get it, that's all that
yeah,
matters.
no, I
All that
get it.
matters.
There's
Right.
really the only mind that needs healing is yours.
Right.
My mind is the only mind that needs healing in my world. And that's all, we can't go out healing everybody else's minds. Nobody else can be healed.
Right.
And nobody else is going to understand or even comprehend on any level any of the experiences that you've had.
Right.
I mean, you're really blessed if you have somebody who does. I thought I did. I thought I had somebody who did, but I was very mistaken. I had somebody who was a very good actor.
Well, let's talk about this lesson for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get the clock.
Here we go. Next lesson in our beautiful message. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. It is surely obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable. You see attack as a real threat. That is because you believe that you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are misusing it now. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interests, rather than against yourself. Because your attack thoughts will be projected, you will fear attack. And if you fear attack, you must believe that you are not invulnerable. Attack thoughts, therefore, make you vulnerable in your own mind, which is where the attack thoughts are. Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. They contradict each other. The idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself. And because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. A false image of yourself has come to take the place of what you are. Practice with today's idea will help you to understand that vulnerability or invulnerability is the result of your own thoughts. Do you want to be vulnerable, or do you want to experience invulnerability? Nothing except your thoughts can make you think you are vulnerable, and nothing except your thoughts can prove to you that this is not so. 6 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. A full 2 minutes should be attempted for each of them, although the time may be reduced to a minute if this discomfort is too great for you. Do not reduce it further. The practice period should begin with repeating the idea for today, then closing your eyes and reviewing the unresolved questions whose outcomes are causing you concern. The concern may take the form of depression, worry, anger, a sense of imposition, fear, foreboding, or preoccupation. Any problem as yet unsettled that tends to reoccur in your thoughts during the day is a suitable subject. You will not be able to use very many forms for any one practice period, because a longer time than usual should be spent with each one. Today's idea should be applied as follows. Name the situation. I am concerned about blank. Then go over every possible outcome that has occurred to you in that connection and which has caused you concern, referring to each one quite specifically, saying, I am afraid that blank will happen. If you are doing the exercises properly, you should have some 5 or 6 distressing possibilities available for each situation that you choose, quite possibly more. It is much more helpful to cover a few situations thoroughly than to touch on a larger number. As the list of anticipated outcomes for each situation continues, you will probably find some of them, especially those that occur to you toward the end, less acceptable to you. Try, however, to treat them all alike to whatever extent that you can. After you have named each outcome of which you are afraid, tell yourself, that thought is an attack upon myself. Conclude each practice period by repeating the idea to yourself one more time. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability.
All right. Here we go. And I like Pam's message was really good today, but I like what she said. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability isn't what most of us want to hear. So it's okay. Be gentle with yourself. We're in a learning process here. So don't try to analyze it or put too much stress on it. Just do the lesson. Like she said, just do the exercise. We don't have to understand it fully. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how this is going to work tomorrow. But in the insights that I read about this lesson, I'd like to share what he had to say. I could not perceive weakness if I did not perceive weakness in myself first. In reviewing my thoughts, it is clear that there are many areas in my thoughts where I perceive weakness. I've established many defenses to protect myself. I think about ways to avoid confrontation. I think about taking vitamins to stay healthy. I think about financially preparing for a secure future. I think about what might happen to my body if one thing or another occurred. Thoughts like this pass through my mind many times a day in different forms. Sometimes they seem to be about me. Sometimes they seem to be about other people or world conditions. They are all the same. They are all thoughts of vulnerability, and therefore they represent belief that it's possible to be separated from the all-powerful strength of God, my source. So I love this lesson. I think this lesson is very deep. And I think we're going to see that when we get into doing it tomorrow, doing the exercises. So with that, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for discussing this and letting us know your experience with the exercises. We do this every night for those of you who are new, and we want to welcome back Serge Eugene with us on YouTube. Thank you for coming back again. And Suzanne Millard was here, and I saw Rosalind jump in. Thank you all. And we're going to turn off the private group, the live stream, and go right into our chanting. So we'll say goodnight to our Sharon. So much
Bye,
love.
everybody. Love you.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
Night, night, love you.
All right. So Karen, if you would talk about Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, I'll go take
Okay, so this is where we chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a short meditation on freedom, and then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. And we declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all illusions and illness be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye
Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Take a deep, deep breath into our lungs, letting it go to our heart space with our intention. As you go into your heart, you might find more room there, because as we release what we don't need, we make room for what we do need. We enter into the feeling of freedom and let that energy flow through us as we move higher, up to a higher realm where it's lighter and full of beautiful, blessed miracles that we can look at and see and feel and touch. And one of those miracles has joined us. Our miracle Marlene is here. So we're going to go into this miracle chant of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Karen, I'll type it in.
Okay, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge
Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Myoho Renge
Kyo.
Yo,
Nam Myoho
Yo,
Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Yo,
Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Nam
No,
Myoho Renge
Yo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Nam Myoho
Yo,
Renge
Yo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yo, Yo,
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Nam Myoho
Oh,
Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Nam
Namyoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge
Yo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge
Yo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Namyoho Renge
Yo,
Kyo.
Yo,
Myoho Renge
Yo,
Namyoho Renge
No,
Kyo.
we did go.
Namyoho Renge
No,
Kyo.
we go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
No,
Namyoho Renge
no,
Kyo.
we go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
No,
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
here we are.
Namyoho
We did
Renge
go.
Kyo.
No, we did go. No, we go.
Namyoho Renge
No, we
Kyo.
go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyaho
No, we did go.
Namyoho Renge
No, we
Kyo.
go.
Namyoho Renge
We
Kyo.
go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyoho Renge
We
Kyo.
go.
Namyoho Renge
Oh,
Kyo.
we go.
Namyoho Renge
We
Kyo.
go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Oh, we did go. We did go. Oh, we do.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Oh, we did go.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
No.
Namyoho Renge
No, we
Kyo.
do.
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 Namyoho Renge
No, we
Kyo.
do. No,
Renge
we did
Kyo.
do.
Namyoho Renge
No,
Kyo.
we did do.
Namyoho Renge Kyo.
Go.
Namyoho
No,
Renge
no,
Kyo.
we do.
Namyaho Renge
No,
Namyoho
go.
Renge Kyo.
Oh,
Namyoho
we
Renge
did
Kyo.
go.
Namyoho Renge
Oh,
Kyo.
we do.
Namyaho
Oh,
Kyo. Namyaho
yeah.
Kyo.
Go.
Namyaho
No.
Renge
Go. Go.
Namyaho Renge
Go. Did you?
Let's go back into our hearts with the breath once more. Now we're going to add in to that beautiful feeling of freedom. We're going to add love and compassion and joy and peace. We're going to chant Om 3 times as we do every night. And as we do that chant, just feel that love building in your heart with each chant. And then hold that love, communicating heart to brain. And then we'll give the love away out into the world. So take a breath in, focus on love, and let's chant Om. Om.
Um, um,
that beautiful healing energy of love that you're holding in your heart. Take a big breath of it in and release it out into the world. Let's just share compassion, care, joy, peace into our world. Breathing it right into the heart of Mama Gaia and asking that it flow into the hearts of everyone on the planet, all the animals, all of nature, all the waterways. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Peace.
Peace.
Peace. May this love that we flow from our heart reach every being on our planet. May peace prevail on our earth. Om Shanti. And so it is. And we have our beautiful Annie that joined in with us tonight. Hello, Annie and Grayson. Every night we make a declaration that there is peace on earth. And I'm going to see if our Auntie Jean will lead us tonight.
I'd love to. Yes, we do make this declaration every night because we know that there is peace on earth. And you know it too, because it's right in here where all peace begins. Everything begins in here. So we hope you will declare along with us. I've been asleep since yesterday. So we declare on the count of 3. Please declare with us. 3, 2,
1.
We
Declare
There is peace on earth.
and we
And
declare
we
Declare
declare
peace
that
inside of us.
inside of us.
the tide of us. So it is.
and so it
forever
is.
and ever.
Always.
Yes,
Amen.
amen.
And be kind.
Kind.
And we've been doing this for 969 days now as a group known as the
Peace.
for Peace.
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 Peace. And I'm definitely a P, although a sleepy one. And Terry's a P, and Karen's a P, and Charlie's a P, and Chris is very much a P. So
Yeah.
is Marlene and Annie and
Our little P Grayson.
Grayson.
Grayson,
And Gracie,
anyone that's here and anyone out there, wouldn't you like to be a P too? Love you all.
Absolutely. Join us on our Peace on Earth tour and be a P for peace. Thank you all for tuning in. What a beautiful night we've had together. And we'll come back tomorrow and do it all over again. So come join with us. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And we'll see you tomorrow. We leave you with.
Amen.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.